today I'm gonna be showing y'all how to do this little logo effect inside of LumaFusion. We're gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna catch y'all up on everything later. This effect is pretty simple, not gonna lie to you. It's only really two components to it for real. The only thing that you're gonna need outside of the video, of course, is a PNG picture of the logo. No matter what school it is, you should go online, search up a school name, logo, screenshot it, make it to a PNG. That's all you're gonna need. But have your clip. The steadier the clip, the better, because then you have to do less tracking. It's easier to do. So, as you can see, I have a pretty steady clip, the one that I use. Not too much wiggling, too much shaking, so that's what made it pretty easy. But you add your logo in as an overlay over the top, boom, just like that. And I'll just probably drag it out all the way. Now, after you do that, you're obviously going to want to resize your logo to fit wherever you want it at. So either double tap your overlay or click that little crayon sign right here. Boom, hello. Now we're going to resize it. Now, me personally, I had it to be the same size as the little crew sign right here. You can resize it to wherever you want it to be, but I wanted to resize it so that it fits where this R was supposed to be at. That's how I resized mine, this same exact size that is R. And low-key gonna have to rotate it just a little bit, just so it can fit. That's how I did mine. Now, next is the actual tracking part. As you can see, as the clip moves, it goes up. So you're gonna have to track the logo so that it moves with wherever you want it to be at. So in order to start tracking stuff, you need to click this plus button in the bottom left hand corner, and that starts a tracking node or a tracking dot. And as the clip moves, you need to readjust your logo every couple seconds so that it stays with it. Every time you move it, it creates a new tracking dot in the corner. So I just inch over every couple seconds and move it with the clip so that it'll stay with it. Now, of course, you're gonna have to play it over and redo it, but this is just a general concept of what you're doing. And really, once you get to the end of the clip, when it's out of frame, then you can really cut the clip here so you don't have to do any extra tracking. So we can really just cut off the extra little piece right there. But now, when you press play, we have a basic kind of tracking situation going on here, but it's not perfect, as you can see. So that's when you play it over and make your little adjustments as you go. And this is really it when it comes to tracking. It's just literally a tedious process of going through second by second and making your adjustments so that it stays with it. Boom. And like any little camera jitters, you need to make sure the logo moves with the camera jitters so that it looks like it's supposed to be there. We play it back again. Like I said earlier, just taking it not literally 1 second, but a couple seconds at a time, making your adjustments to try to get it as smooth as possible. It's not gonna be perfect, one, because this isn't After Effects and stuff like that, so the capabilities of it are different, and two, because you're not like 3D rendering or anything where you can make it perfect, but try to get as close to it as possible. Let's check that out. That one's a little better, but me personally, I never have it completely perfect. One, because the clips are always moving super duper fast to where the only people who probably legitimately notice it are like editors and stuff for real. No one's gonna notice the super slight jitter. So once you get it to a point where you would like it, the next thing we're gonna add in is the actual transition of it coming on screen that you saw earlier. And that's really simple because LumaFusion does have a couple built-in transitions, and that's one that I actually use in this video. So we're gonna go to the beginning of the clip and click this plus button at the bottom of the screen and click transition. Now it's gonna put on just a basic little fade transition for you, but if you click the actual purple transition part of the clip and click this star folder, it'll show up all the different variations of transitions that LumaFusion has built into the app. Now the one that I used was, I think it was the flip down. I'm pretty sure it's a flip down. Let me see. Let's play it. I like to add a little blur and motion blur just to add like natural motion into the effect. So double tap the overlay again, go to color and effects, and go all the way to this teardrop icon right here and click on Gaussian blur. Now you can dial in how much and how little blur you want. I usually just keep it at a minimum, not too much, probably maybe like 5 to 7 at the max. I'll probably put it at like 5. And that's really it. That's all I did for this effect. But that was in the tutorial. It's a pretty simple tutorial, not really too much that went into that effect, but I've had a lot of people hit me up and ask me how to do it. And me personally, for a lot of my effects, they're kind of self-taught of me just seeing the effect on Instagram of a creator I'm inspired by and try to create something similar, but not copy them word for word, bar for bar, you feel what I'm saying? So jumped on ahead and made this little quick tutorial for y'all. Drop down in the comments what other effects and stuff like that y'all want to see on the page, and also follow me on Instagram, because if you see any effects that I use on Instagram and be like, hey, I want a tutorial on that, I'm gonna definitely try to get to it as soon as possible. We're gonna get back to posting every Wednesday. I've been caught up with a lot of, end of the year edits and stuff like that, for football season ended and stuff like that, and basketball season coming up and not coming up, already here, and getting into filming basketball and stuff like that. So I've been caught up with a lot of stuff, plus I've done 9 to 5, so a lot of stuff on my plate, but definitely gonna get back to making more tutorials, more YouTube content. Drop down in the comments what y'all want to see, and I'll catch y'all in the next video for sure.